So let's talk a minute about Tail of Knives and some of their offerings here. So I wanted a holster that would carry my Leatherman, and came across Tail of Knives, and most of their offerings have a flashlight holder. So, you probably already have a couple of Leatherman because nobody buys just one. And then you get a sheath for it, and the sheath is going to offer a flashlight, and so you end up down another rabbit hole. So, Tale of Knives apparently has a partnership with Olight. And I started off, I don't have it here, I gave it to my son. I started off with a Tale of Knives Jack's Slim holster. It looks kind of like this one, except it has a pen slot here. And the light holder is the smallest that they make. Excuse me. And this is probably my slimmest current light. This is a Lumentop FWAA, runs on a 14500 cell. It's very tiny, but it didn't fit in that holster. And so I gave my son that other sheath, and I ordered another one. I ordered this. This is a multi-tool push-up standard. The standard flashlight hole will fit lights up to 0.91 inches, they say. And they primarily only list Olight and Phoenix lights that will fit in this. An FW3A from Lumentop will not fit in this. It's a little bit too big. But the FWAA fits perfect in the standard. It's got a little bit more room than I'd like. You have to leave the pocket clip on, but it's such a great pocket clip that who cares. The push-up using that hole works great. Tool comes out. You can do whatever. This is fantastic. It's not the easiest to do with one hand. Sorry, I'm not a professional YouTuber, and hopefully that's why you're watching this, because I don't want... I've looked around at reviews and stuff, and most of the videos about this stuff, they're really lacking. It's sparse. There's not a lot of videos detailing Tale of Knives. There's a lot of stuff on Instagram that they produce, but they're like 3-second, 20-second clips. And the stuff from other people, I don't know. I just thought somebody needs to make a video like this instead of the stuff that I saw. But the point is, these holsters are built extremely well. Reading forums and, hey, should I buy one of these? The answer is absolutely yes. They are expensive, but the quality, the craftsmanship, and the utility that they provide is absolutely worth the pinch to your pocket initially. Once you get it, you're going to forget how much you spent on it. It doesn't matter how much it costs, because they are definitely worth it. But moving on, I was happy with this, but because I ended up down a flashlight rabbit hole, I found out about Hank lights. And if you don't know what Hank lights are, congratulations, you're about to go down another rabbit hole. So this is an example of a Hank light. This is the MSR D4V2. Fantastic light. I love this light. And so I bought another Tale of Knives sheath. This is the multi-tool push-up with the extra large flashlight. Holds up to a 1-inch diameter light, and as you can see, that one fits perfectly in there. So the only problem I have with that is Hank makes another light. This is the Noctagon KR4. This is essentially the same light as this, except it has a tail switch. And the KR4, these are my favorite lights, and that's why I have so many of these holsters. The KR4 is a little bit bigger than the D4V2. I mean, I could get it to go in here, but I'm not going to. It's just not the right size. So the answer is, with a D4V2, you need an extra large flashlight case. There is a larger flashlight offering from Tale of Knives, but it's only available on the big boy holsters. So this is the standard holster, and this is the largest knife that the standard holster claims to fit. It's a Leatherman Charge TTI. The Free Series will fit in anything, of course, but the Charge fits nicely in here after it's broken in, but before it's broken in, it's super tight. And so what I'm thinking is, if you have a KR4, get the big boy holster for the Surge or the Mutt or the Super Tool 300. It should fit right away. I'm going to test this when I order another one. But my theory is, because the big boy with the extra large flashlight holder, the extra large on the big boy is 1.1 inches. And then I would be able to carry my favorite light. But until then, I'm using this because there's absolutely nothing wrong with the D4V2. It's just, I don't like the side tail switch, or the side switch. I prefer a tail switch. However, this one does have that magnetic tail cap, so it's super handy for throwing it on stuff at work. Anyway, the point was that if you're not already into flashlights, you're going to get into flashlights, and when you get into flashlights, you will end up discovering Hank lights at some point, hopefully. And they don't really specify which holsters fit which Hank lights. This is not a Hank light. And Lumentop gets a really bad rep, but geez, the FWAA is an awesome little gem. So if you're going to go standard, I highly recommend the Lumentop FWAA. And if you're going to go on the extra large side, you can't go wrong with a D4V2. But if you are like me and want to carry that KR4 around, go with the big boy holster. and get the extra large flashlight holder, because that's going to be a 1.1 inch as opposed to the 1.0 on the extra large in the standard. I'm not a fan of belt loops, but this is super comfortable. This obviously is super comfortable as well. The spring is super tight. It's very secure. I've never lost it. There was one instance where I forgot to put this on my belt. I left it at home one day. I didn't realize I'd left it at home, and the gardeners are coming, and so we're gonna wrap this up. Anyway, I bought the belt loops, and went with this other size. I'm super happy that I did. If you are on the fence about getting one of these, trust me, just do it. You will love it. And I'm happy to answer any questions anybody has in the comments. And thank you, Jeremy and Megs, very much for your level of customer service has been awesome. I am not supported in any way by Tale of Knives. I don't receive anything from Tale of Knives. I'm just doing this to try and help my fellow leathermen and flashlight enthusiasts. Okay, we gotta go. Bye.